The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came to be through him, and without him nothing came to be. What came to be through him was life, and this life was the light of the human race that shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. A man named John was sent from God, and he came for testimony, to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but he came to testify to the light. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into this world. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him, but the world did not know him. He came to what was his own, but his own people did not accept him. But those who did accept him, he gave the power to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not by natural generation, nor by human choice, nor by man's decision, but of God's. And the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us, and we saw his glory, the glory as of the Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. John testified to him and cried out, saying, "This was he of whom I said, 'The one who is coming after me ranks ahead of me, because he existed before me.' From his fullness we have all received grace in place of grace, because while the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came to be through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God. The only Son, God, who is at the Father's side, has revealed him." The Gospel of the Lord.
Jesus Christ. I know this is Christmas, but I'm wondering if you would indulge me a little bit. I had a visitor that came in last night. Actually, he flew in all the way from Bethlehem. He's a dear friend of mine that I've known for many years, but he heard that I was coming to Yucaipa, and he wondered if he could come along and he could come with me. And I'm wondering, is it all right if I invite him to come and be with me for just a moment? Is that all right? He, just a little bit, yeah, we'll see how he does this. You'll have to be patient with me for just a moment here. Shh, shh, quiet, shh. No, wait. Shh. No, just shh. Shh. Oh, there we go. Well, what do you think? This is. Are you tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. Flew all the way from Bethlehem last night. Caw.
Was it rough?
No, pretty good. What you got? What's that suit you got on?
No, this is a vestment.
Caw.
Well, listen, now you flew all the way. Why did you come all the way from here?
Well, I came to tell y'all that I was actually in the crib in Bethlehem. Caw.
You were?
I know I don't look that old, but I am.
Okay, yeah.
It was 2,000 years ago, and I had my little nest right there in the crib in Bethlehem. Caw. And you know what happened?
No, I want to know what happened. This is probably important because you can tell everybody the inside story that maybe might not even been filled in the Bible.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it?
Well, we were all there. I was sleeping. I was sitting on my eggs. I got eggs. I got eggs. I was sitting on my eggs. And all of a sudden, what was that yelling? That was a little boy.
Okay, all of a sudden, what?
All of a sudden, the door opened. And you know who was there?
What?
There was a lady and a man. And the lady was big. Whoa, she was big with baby.
Okay.
She didn't have an egg. She was going to have a baby.
Okay. Then what happened?
Well, she came in, and the cow was there, and the cow was kind of messy. And for some reason, I guess they were going to sleep there because there wasn't any room in the places where they were. And you know what happened?
What? Tell me.
Well, the guy, I found out his name was Joseph later on. He came and he cleaned up everything. He got a whole bunch of nice straw and he laid it down. And that lady laid down on the ground, and you know what she did? She didn't have an egg. She had a baby. Wow.
Really?
Yeah. I'd never seen that before.
Okay.
I usually just sit on my eggs, and that's all that happens.
Okay. And then what happened?
Well, the baby came out. And they had to have some water because they got to clean the baby. He was all kind of messy. But they cleaned him up. And you know what happened? The baby, you're going to laugh at this, but the baby looked at me. I think I was the first one he saw. And you know what he did?
What?
He smiled. He just smiled at me. And I don't think I'll ever forget that smile. That's why I flew all the way to Yucaipa, because I wanted to tell you about that smile. And I found out that his name, they gave him a name.
What was his name?
His name they gave him was Jesus. Wow. He was a pretty baby. His mama was nice and his daddy was nice too, yeah. And you know what happened next?
What?
All of a sudden, a whole bunch of men came walking in.
Men?
Yeah, they were all excited, and they came walking in the room, and they had, you know what they were?
What?
They were shepherds. And you know what they did? They left their sheep. They didn't even go after they left their sheep. Caw, and then they went right in, and they walked in, and you know what they did? They got down on their knees, and they did a little bit of praying, and that was neat. But you know what was something else?
What?
I looked out over to the side, and you know who was at the door also?
Who? What?
It was a wolf. A wolf! And I found out later that he was looking for lamb chops. He wanted lamb chops. He was getting the lamb. And then all of a sudden, he came, and you know what he said? He said that there were a whole bunch of angels singing, "Eat!" And they were singing away. It was really great. And I was there. I saw the whole thing. But you know what that means? That means when I tell you this story and I fly all the way from Bethlehem to come to be with you, I want you to know that Jesus isn't just a little baby that lived a long time ago, but Jesus lives right now. And because he smiled at me and he loves me, I think Jesus is great. What do you guys think? Well, I got to tell you one more story, one little story. Can I think
You want to do a little bit?
one more?
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm a bird, I can move around. And you know what happened? 30 years later, I went and found a new nest. And you know where it was?
Where?
It was right at the place where Jesus was buried. He died. That little baby, he grew up and then he died. And I was right there. I saw him put him in the... Boy, he'd had a rough death. It looked like they kind of killed him in a mean way. And there he was. They put him in there, and then they put a big stone over that. But you know what happened? Ha. You know what happened next? I got to tell you that I was right there. See, I was right there at the big things that happened. I was right there in Bethlehem, and then I was right there in Jerusalem at that place where he was buried. And you know what happened? Do you know what happened? On Easter Sunday, get this, he rose from the dead. Caw, caw, caw. Wow. And he lives right now because he loves us all very much. So Merry Christmas to y'all, and make sure that you remember that Jesus came and that he loves you no matter what's going on in your life now, and he'll stay with you. And if you hang with him, you're even going to be able to live with him like he rose from the dead. Amen? Caw, caw? Amen? All right.
Okay, now, I think, could you give them your special little trick?
You want me to do that here in front of everybody?
Would you do it? Would you do that for them? I'm a little nervous. I know you are, but go ahead.
You count. Should you do it on 3?
Okay, let's do it on 3. Okay, I'll count, or you want to count?
You count. Okay. Okay. Let me get ready here. Okay. Okay. Are y'all ready for my trick? Are you ready? Go ahead.
1.
Hurry up. Come on, quick.
2, 3.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye. Caw, caw.
Now that doesn't happen every Christmas, does it? All right. Oh dear. Stand and